All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Texas Motor Speedway. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series kicks off the final season of 2022, sorry. It's race number 1, and we're at Texas, a 100-lap race here tonight. And this should be a good one, man. Who's going to kick off the season with a win? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, they say everything's bigger in Texas, and we've got 100 laps to prove that tonight. Race number 1 for the final season of 2022. Who's going to kick it off with a victory? Let's watch it, boys and girls, right here on TurnLeftTV. All right, hey, thank you so much for coming in here and joining us on TurnLeftTV. About 5.5 minutes left in the practice session. I'm your broadcaster, commentator, Heath Johnson. Thanks so much for coming in here tonight. 100-lap race here at a great 1.5 miles at Texas Motor Speedway. High-speed 1.5 miles, man. Race number 1 of the 10-race season. We get in the final race, or the final season of 2022. And we're going to show you the schedule here in the Buschwackers Series a little bit later. Thanks for coming in and joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Get all hooked up in that chat session there. We want to see some chatters. Coming in here and watching the race, come on in and chat with us. Love that when people come in and chat in the YouTube channel. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, or how about hosting your website or your online store, or how about VPS hosting or shared web hosting, EliteHostingUSA.com can provide you with a server to support your race league. And that's who hosts our website and our servers here at HighOctaneRacing.net. Head on over there. You get a good link to good quick link to join us here on Discord. And get hooked up and racing. You can see who's running what throughout the week and the current point standings in all of our series. Thanks to all those folks who come out and visit HighOctaneRacing.net. Starting off a brand new season, we'll take a look at the schedule here. Texas Motor Speedway tonight, and next week, little Monster Mile action at Dover, followed by Kentucky. And then how about this, Nazareth Speedway, thanks to Paulo and his crew for converting this track over in a 130-lap race at a very unique track. We're going to keep it in Pennsylvania the next week at Pocono Raceway, 70-lap race there on November the 25th. You see Indianapolis Motor Speedway, 70-lap race on the beginning of December, followed by Homestead, Miami, and Chicagoland. And then Daytona International on the December 23rd, just before Christmas. We have the Frosty 200, the second event of the Frosty 200. 80-lap race from Daytona on the December the 23rd. And then finishing out the season at Martinsville, some short track action, 150 laps, beating and banging for the championship. So that's season number 5 schedule. And I'm excited about that Nazareth track. I got out there on that and tested it out a little bit. Very unique track, a little under a mile in length, and almost like a mini Phoenix. It's a strange little track, but a fun one. So excited about that one on the schedule. King of the Oval Series will be in action tomorrow night at Phoenix for the first of 2 races at Phoenix. Race number 11 in the stock cars coming up at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, October the 29th. And followed up next week, race number 12 will be in the Indy cars at Phoenix, and then we'll just have 2 races to go after that. So 4 races to go in this King of the Oval Series. And kicking it off, race number 11. The weekend at Phoenix in the stock cars tomorrow. Come on out and join us. I've been racing in this series. A lot of fun. We've had a couple great caution-free races here in a row at Iowa. We'll see what we can do at Phoenix in the stock cars and then the Indy cars next week. We have a special event coming up on November the 5th. We do some charity races for Children's Miracle Network hospitals, the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Will Dunbar going to head this thing up, and I'm going to broadcast it live. High Octane Racing League going to put on a charity race at Sebring, GT3 and LMP2 multi-class event, a 2-hour race starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on November the 5th. Whether or not you can race in it, please come out and watch the race. We'll put a link in the race description to make a donation. And we've raised quite a bit of money for Extra Life for kids. And we're going to be racing for charity on November the 5th here at High Octane Racing League. GT3 Series and the LMP2 multi-class event at Sebring on November the 5th. All for charity. Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. Looks like we're headed over to the qualification session. We'll take a look at last season's champion here, the first out on the track for his qualification session. Franco Alvarez, Season 4 champion. Let's see what kind of time he lays down. Marizon to the top of the grid with a 28.418. Grover now to the top of the grid, 4.16. He runs, and Franco Alvarez pretty fast here, coming off turn 4 through the tri-oval. See where the 83 car is. 3.18 for Alvarez to the top of the grid. Take a look at Tim Lansbury here in this 82 car. Hundredth off in that first sector. Be a little bit slower there, but I think he's going to have a good time. Here's the 82 Skyline Chili Ford Mustang with a 3.83. Looks like he is 4th on the grid. Take a look at Christian Wilson here in the 30 car. Look at that, Alvarez and Brown, the same time. Alvarez must have inched him out. How about that, huh? Both of them run 2.83s. See what this 30 car's got in store. Preston Hassel up to 3rd on the grid with a 0.04 of a second back. Here we go. The time to beat is a 2.83. Christian Wilson a little bit slower here. Let's see. 0.84, 29.084. He's 16th on the grid. See Denis Yudichin, one of our drivers from the Ukraine, racing here. He lives in Kharkiv. Let's see what he can put down. He likes driving these stock cars. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning there for him. This is what this Toyota can do. It looks like he's backed off that qualification attempt. Looks like he's a 14th on the grid. Wacius has how about this, the 26 car, Thiago Gomez, that Napa battery sponsor machine. Nice looking Toyota there. .597 for Gomez, 16th on the grid in that first lap. See what this second lap here is for the 26 car. A little bit slower, I believe. 2.83 is the top time, and looks like Thiago 15th, actually a little bit faster there for him. Tight up front there. See Preston Hassel 3rd. 4th is Ed Palumbo. 5th, Arthur Vieta. Iglesias 6th. New 7th. Thanks to folks for coming in here and joining us on Turn Left TV. Thanks, or congratulations to Franco on earning the pole position. And again, welcome to Turn Left TV. Let's get this party started. Hopefully you guys can hear me here. Sorry about that. I lost my microphone there for a second. Basically turned down my headphones so I couldn't hear anything. So sorry about that. Appreciate you guys being here. Almost finished. These guys are doing the drivers meeting. Got that under their belts. And we'll be kicking this over to warm up here very soon. Don't forget, we got a great GT3 series event coming up. On November the 5th. This guy's out for the warm-up session. We'll take a look at the qualification results. Franco Alvarez with the top time, 28.283. Wait a minute, he and Paul tied for the top time. Must have been something there with maybe 1 gazillionth of a second faster. Paul Brown second. Preston Hassel will start third. That new paint scheme, that 27 Ryzen Ford Mustang. Ed Palumbo starts fourth. Good qualification effort there for that 54. Arthur Vieta starts fifth. Jesus Iglesias sixth. Chris Hughes starts seventh. John Stanley starts in the 8th position. Tim Lansbury 9th. And Craig Marizon will start in the 10th position. Starting in 11th will be Dana Grover in the 89. Givaldo Spindle in the 68 starts 12th. Dan Richter starts in the 13th position. Dennis Udich in 14th. Thiago Gomez in the 26 starts 15th. Christian Wilson starts 16th. Sean Jacobs starts in the 17th position. Starting in 18th will be Vinicius Gonçalves in the 48 car. Lucas Sinfner starts in the 19th position. We actually have more than 19 drivers here. Some guys got kicked during the transfer over, so they'll start. Looks like Lansbury, Willis and Chachalowski will start 20th and 21st. Let's take a look at the track here at Texas Motor Speedway. A great 1.5 mile track located in Fort Worth, Texas. One of those tri-oval cookie cutters. Banking in turns 1 and 2 at 20 degrees, 3 and 4 at 24 degrees. And this thing just feels like you are always up on the edge of your seat, up on that wheel. And it's a tough track, a fun track. And it's going to be very, very high speed here, man. I really think you get going. Things happen very, very quickly here at Texas. So very fun track, very much like Charlotte, I believe. I think it's probably a little bit closer to Charlotte than what one of the other cookie cutters would be, like Kansas or a Vegas. I think it's probably a cross between a Vegas and a Charlotte, and it is a fun track. So that's Texas tonight. I want to say thank you so much for coming in here to TurnLeftTV. Peace to everybody out there. Look at this, man. I got Givaldo in here, Trax VR, Fireball Flash coming in to join us in the chat session. And good luck to those guys here tonight. Let's see, where is he starting? I know I saw that, but not sure where he qualified. I guess we'll find out. But hey, thanks for coming in, and appreciate you being here. Share my videos with all your friends. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. If you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV or visit us on Twitter or Facebook, join the Discord channel. There's some quick links up in the banner of the channel. And again, thanks for coming in. Hopefully we got a good race here tonight. Race number 1 of a 10-race season here to finish out the year. Dana Grover coming back in. That's Fireball Flash. There we go. Good to see him back in. Be a little bit of tough getting on pit lane. My keys to the race here tonight, I don't know, I just made these up. Manage your tires. This thing can be a little tough on tires, even though it is a 1X tire race, 1X fuel. You're going to have to manage your tires. And who knows, it could come down to a fuel mileage race. I got a question mark there. It could be a fuel mileage race here tonight. These guys are definitely going to have to pit. I think they might be able to get 50 laps or so on fuel. So make good pit stops. We just saw somebody, it's pitting off turn 4, so this is going to be a little tough here. to pit off turn 4. High speed, getting down off the track and getting that thing wound up can be a little tricky, especially in traffic, and that leads to my fourth key to the race, and that's navigate traffic here tonight, regardless of whether it's lap cars or trying to get your way up through the field, maybe letting somebody go, whatever, say side by side, whatever you're going to be doing here, or figuring out when you're going to pit. And also being prepared for people ahead of you to come onto pit lane too. You got to make adjustments there and get up on that high line, give them a little bit of room in case they do drift up the track. So those are my keys to the race. Manage those tires, save that fuel or manage that fuel, good pit stops, and navigate traffic. Those are my keys to the race here at Texas Motor Speedway. And again, thanks for coming in. And we just have about 3.5 minutes left to go here in the warm-up session. Again, good to see Givaldo in here giving us the play-by-play. Always good to see Givaldo, and best of luck to Givaldo tonight. Trax VR in here as well. Thanks, Heath, for all the work you do putting on this for everyone. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And good luck to Data Grove here tonight in that 89 car. He's wishing everybody good luck as well. Racing that Trax VR sponsored Toyota Camry. Trax VR doing some good broadcasting for Sim Racing Mania. So I've been watching a little bit of their broadcasts and doing a great job there. Appreciate them coming out and watching TurnLeftTV. Will D coming in here in the chat session as well. Good to see Will. Big field here tonight. Right now, 22 drivers joining us here, so we'll keep our fingers crossed for a good caution-free race. Wouldn't that be great? And given that schedule look one more time, we got Dover coming up next week, followed by Kentucky Speedway, and then the new track on the schedule for 18 November, Nazareth Speedway, a little under a mile in length and a very interesting track. So this is a big, make me a little bit nervous, but I think it's going to be a fun one. Paulo's done a great job, he and his team, of getting this track ready for rFactor 2, and then follow that with Pocono Raceway, staying in the state of Pennsylvania, and you see Indianapolis, Homestead, Chicagoland, Daytona with a Frosty 200, and Martinsville Speedway on that back half of that season. So very interesting season coming your way, and I'm excited about this. Getting ready to kick it over to green, or get the command to start the engines. All right, boys and girls, let's get this party started. Race number 1 of a 10-race season.
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
All right, Franco Alvarez in the 83 car starts in P1. Paul Brown in the 77 starts second. Preston Hassel third. Ed Palumbo fourth. To see Artur Vieira, Jesus Iglesias, Chris Hughes, and John Stanley 5 through 8. I don't know why I switched over so quickly, but there you go. Tim Lansbury starts in the 9th position. Craig Marizano in the 60 starts 10th. Dana Grover starts 11th. And Givaldo Spindle in the 68 starts in the 12th position. Starting in the 13th position is Dan Richter in the 65 car. Dennis Hudichin starts in 14th at 47. Tiago Gomez starts 15th. Christian Wilson starts in the 16th position. Starting in 17th will be Sean Jacobs in the 24 car. Gordon Carter in that 56 starts in 18th. Jim Willis starts 19th. And Vinicius Gonzalez starts in the 48 car in 20th. Paulo Chachalowski in the 94 21st. And the 21 car, Luca Simpner, starts in the 22nd position. So a 100-lap race here at Texas Motor Speedway. Race number 1 of a 10-race season. Lights are out on the pace car. Here we go, boys and girls. Fast and furious at Texas Motor Speedway.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
What a great start there by that 83 car. My heavens, man. Got a heck of a jump. Heck of a jump on the field as they enter turn 1. Preston Hassel now up to the 2nd position, coming off turn 2 down the backstretch. Alvarez got the 27 car. AMD Rising sponsor machine just behind him. And Preston Hassel looking racy here. Trying to vie for the race lead side by side with the 83 car. Preston Hassel now jumping out to the race lead. Can he hit? Ah, there's contact there right off the start. Contact, and Preston Hassel coming across and gets a... Oh, my heavens, man. What are they doing? What are they doing? Already a caution flag. Little aggressive racing, I think. Might have been a little aggressive racing there, I believe. We'll take a look and see what happened here. Looks like he eased over there, got into the 83. And then it looks like the 27 might have come over there. Take a look at this again. You have a hard angle there, but it looks like the 27 coming across the track and getting into Franco Alvarez and losing him in the wall. He had a ringside seat for that. And then Preston coming down the track gets into John Stanley right off the bat. On board here with Artur Vieira, and you see that 27 comes over and gets into, Vieira has a little bit of contact. And coming down across the track there is Preston. John Stanley got taken out as well. On board here with John Stanley. He had really nowhere to go. He's just trying to get through this, and this all gets crazy. And right here, Preston Hassel coming down the track and gets into him and up into the wall. 65 car got caught up in that as well, but 83, big time damage there for him. My heavens, man. Why are these guys racing so hard early on? I don't know, but
Pit road will be open this time for these lap cars.
so a bunch of cars there all boogered up. So it looks like Art Devietta coming down pit lane, and it's going to give the race lead to Jesus Iglesias. So a little bit aggressive driving there, I think, a little early in the race. And we got some guys on pit lane. Alvarez on pit lane. Gonsalves, Hassel, Chachalowski, Simpner all on pit lane.
Pit road will be open this time.
It looked like Preston might have, just thought he had Franco cleared. Franco had that outside, and he just got over the. Franco was just racing on an outside, and then the 27 car came across the nose. Jesus Iglesias to the front here in the 22 car, followed by the 77. Be kind of curious to see which lane Jesus chooses on this one. Gordon Carter, Dan Richter both on pit lane. You see Gordon Carter coming back out here in that 56 car. What a shame, man. These guys all get boogered up here on the very first lap, just getting caught up in a mess up front. And no sense in racing that aggressively here early on. Dan Richter also coming off pit lane in a 65 car, that Boom Boo Rum sponsored Ford Mustang. And I know the way I feel, like if I've been racing and I get damage on that first lap or early in the race, I feel a little disgruntled, I guess, the rest of the race. Feel like I don't have my best stuff. Looks like the 77 will start in second. Ed Palumbo start third. Chris Hughes will start in the fourth position. Chris Hughes been racing with him in the GT3 Series, High Octane Racing League, and man, he's got some great talent in the GT3 cars. So also Will Dunbar racing in that. John Stanley races periodically on that. So it looks like Iglesias in the 22 is elected to take the inside line. A little bit different look up front here. Got the 22 and the 77 side by side, the 54 and the 7 side by side. Lansbury and Grover start in 5th and 6th. Jacobson, Gomez start 7th, 8th. Jim Willis and Givaldo rounding out the top 10 here on this restart. So hopefully these guys will exercise a little bit of patience here. On this restart. Let these tires heat up a little bit, then go get after it. Sense in pushing this early on old tires or on brand new tires. The outside line pretty good. It looks like he can make some passes on that inside line, but the outside line I think pretty good. Just got to be brave up on the outside line because through the tri-oval it is dangerously close to the wall.
Green flag, go, go, go.
So here we go, back to green. Everybody hopefully a little patient here tonight. Try number 2. 22 Orange Crush sponsored Camaro leading the field. The 54, good run on the inside. He's down on the bottom side here. He's down battling Jesus Iglesias for the race lead at Palumbo in that Mellow Yellow sponsor machine. Jesus Iglesias in the Orange Crush sponsor machine. The battle of the colas here. Orange Crush and Mellow Yellow. Mellow Yellow going to get by. And Iglesias on the outside line. Take a look at that Mellow Yellow sponsor machine. Also the 77 Dirty Mo sponsored Camaro. So we got a boatload of Camaros up front. Tim Lansbury trying to break up that party in that 82 car. He's in the Ford Mustang, Skyline Chili Ford Mustang. He is running in the 4th position. Sean Jacobs up braving that outside line. And that Vulcan sponsor, number 24, Cal U. That's where his son plays baseball. Paul Brown now the race leader. He has gotten around Ed Palumbo. Paul Brown making that pass, and you're getting that car up front. This is the kind of track that Paul Brown is really, really good at. I mean, it's going to be tough to beat the 77 car. Iglesias looking very racy here tonight. He's running in P2, and Palumbo's now falling back to that 3rd position. Taking Givaldo here running in the 7th spot. Got the 26 and the 7 behind him. Take a look out of the back of Givaldo Spindle's machine. Chris Hughes, Tiago Gomez, Jim Willis. Oh, Spindle gets into the wall through the tri-oval. He got into the wall. Scrubbed off a little bit of speed. Keeps it straight. But that tri-oval area can be very, very tricky. Franco Alvarez on the move. Gotten a little damage. Now dealing with a little bit of a boogered up race car, but showing some speed here. Now working on the back of the 53 car. Franco Alvarez running in P10. Now looking on the bottom side of that 53, that Real Treat Black Rifle Coffee Company sponsored Camaro, the 53, and Jim Willis. Guys are darn near 3 wide back here in the pack. Archie Vieta looking out of the back of his car, that 94 and the 65 side by side. Paulo Chachalowski had a good race with him on Wednesday night in his league. That's Archie Vieta into 4. NASCAR BR sponsored Camaro getting by Dennis Unichin. Now he's climbing all over the back of the 26 car. Archie Vieta here showing some speed on this bottom line. 26. Tiago Gomez up on the outside line. And the 4 car gets through. This guy's still racing it out here. Gomez, he is in a hornet's nest right now. Guys, just a little patient here in traffic. Hold that line. John Stanley trying to bounce back. He's running in the 18th spot. That 12 car, he's in a little bit of traffic right now. He wants to try to get through. On the bottom side here, following that 65 car. Got to be really careful side by side through this tri-oval area. Things get tight in a hurry. Sean Jacobs in the 24 car down on the bottom side of the 54. Sean Jacobs now moving up to the 3rd position. Very racy in that Cal U sponsor machine. Couple Camaros here and a Mustang running together. 3, 4, and 5. Iglesias has gotten around that 77
Yellow,
car.
yellow.
We got another yellow flag here. It's like 27 car a lap down. He might end up getting a lucky dog. Looks like he will, and we got a yellow flag. Take a look and see what happened. Here's the 12 car. So something's going on. Bring out our second caution flag, and we're on lap 18. Hopefully that's not a portrait of things to come. It's like Uderchin might have come around. Take a look here at Dennis Uderchin. He's in traffic, and there may have been some contact here. Looks like Gomez got into the wall, and I don't know whether he got into the back of Uderchin. Uderchin maybe, Uderchin comes down, tries to fill that gap, and gets into Apollo Chachalowski. Chachalowski might have a little front end damage here. Look at this. Chachalowski through the grass a little bit. Did Uderchin tried to fill that gap? Maybe he got the clear signal. Back up the track is Dennis Uderchin. Take a look at this, backing this up a little bit. See the 26 car making contact with the wall, and then I think maybe Uderchin might have thought that he was clear. Comes down the track here and gets into the 94 car. So going back to live. And second caution flag. So Jesus Iglesias is our race leader. The 77 Paul Brown is in second. These guys coming down pit road. And it is a little bit of a mess on pit road here. As the 83 getting into the back of that 82 there on pit road as I'm looking at my other view. These guys may be taking some liberties here on maybe a two-tire stop. You'll see these guys coming back out on track. Alvarez trying to bounce back here from getting caught up in that first caution flag. So Dana Grover, the leader right now, and I don't know if he's going to come down pit lane or what his plan is, but getting some laps led for that 89 car. Gonsalves in the 48 in second. Sinfeter is in third. Preston Hassel shown in the fourth position. Now Preston got the lucky dog.
Pit road will be open this time.
I would suggest to you that some of these guys are going to come down pit lane. And not the 89, but the 21 and the 27 both coming down pit lane. Smart decision by those guys, but I'm not sure how these a little bit older tires are going to work for the 89 and the the 48 car. Take a look at Vinicius in his first race out with us. Good to see him, and welcome to High Octane Racing League at 48. He's driving in that BMRS Ford Mustang, representing the Dober Series. It's a racing league that a couple of us here at High Octane Racing League happen to be racing in on Wednesday nights. Had a great race last Wednesday. I finished third. I think Sean finished in the top 10. Not sure where he finished, but very interesting race. Had a pretty good night. Trying to prove to these guys I can actually drive a race car. .21 laps in, 2 caution flags. Hopefully these guys settle down just a little bit. Didn't see really getting over aggressive there. Just it looked like Dennis was trying to fill the spot. And it looks like the 89 car is going to take the inside line. That puts Gonçalves, might be Goncalves, in the second position up on the outside line. Jesus Iglesias starts third. Franco Alvarez starts in the fourth position. Paul Brown, Tim Lansbury, 5th and 6th. Ed Palumbo, Archivieto, 7th and 8th. Sean Jacobs, 9th. And Dan Richter starts in the 10th position. Sean's actually on that inside line. See John Stanley working his way back up here, pushing on the top 10. Remember, he got caught up in that first incident. It's in the wrong place at the wrong time for him. Jim Willis here in that Black Rifle Coffee Company machine. He's running in P14. Actually looks like 13th position for him. On the inside. The lights are out on the pace car. We're getting ready to go back green. Start lap 23. Figured those guys got it kind of figured out. Man, a pace car almost took out the 89 car right there.
Green flag, go, go, go.
All right, back to green. So the 89 and the 22. Looks like Paul Brown might have lost his connection. Oh, no. Our race leader is Dana Grover. Iglesias is second. Salves is in third. Alvarez fourth. Lansbury up to the 5th position. Take a look at the 82, Tim Lansbury. Out on the front of his machine. See the 48 car up on the high line. Three-way run there on that bottom line. It looks like Iglesias pushing this inside. Got a nose underneath our race leader. Jesus Iglesias now getting back to the front, getting by Dana Grover. These guys very, very aggressive here early on. 48 car. He's running in the 4th position. That's awfully aggressive here early on. Uterchin rejoining the track in that 47 car. Got to be really careful with these guys. They get around the 30 car up in the wall, it looks like. Christian Wilson may have made some contact with the outside wall, maybe trying to give the 47 car a little bit of room. Now Paul Brown disappeared on that restart. My heavens. Tim Lansbury now battling the 24 of Sean Jacobs side by side. The inside line looks like it might be the best line here early on. We'll see how that shakes out later in the run. I think we got a battle for the lead as Franco Alvarez on board here with him as he's battling the 22 car. Oh, there's contact there with the 83 and the 22. Little swap and paint there with the Camaros. That Palumbo in this mix. Again, guys are being really aggressive, I think. I can just feel the aggressiveness. Iglesias trying to sneak in there. He does. Oh, my heavens. How does Jesus Iglesias stick that car in the middle? These guys need to settle down a little bit. A lot of laps to go. Take a look at the 68 car. He might have made some contact earlier on with another car. He popped out to the bottom line. Now battling the 24 car. Iglesias on that inside, and he is showing some strength there. No, he's drifting up the track. Woo, boy, almost got into that 54. 54 and the 68 side by side through the tri-oval. We got a battle up front as well. Iglesias battling back the 4 car in this mix. Archivieta, Franco Alvarez in third. Iglesias wants to get this win under his belt to start off the season with a race victory. Archivieta in second. Franco Alvarez in the third position. John Stanley in the 12 car. Touching that apron just a little bit down below that yellow or white line. You got to be really careful about that. You lose your control of your car. He is running in the 13th position. Just ahead of him is Craig Marizon, now starting to inch up on this traffic. Craig Marizon in that Magpul Dynamics sponsor Camaro. Now seeing if he can take away a position from the 82 car. Side by side here with the 82 of Tim Lansbury. Lansbury on the high side. Marizon down on the bottom side. They're still having a battle. Good side by side through the tri-oval. It's tightened up in a hurry there. '48 and the 89 car side by side. This 48 down on the inside line. The 89, Dana Grover up on the outside. See the 48 there picking up that spot. It's a 65 car following him through the 26. Also followed Dana Grover up on the outside line. These guys starting to bunch up here. He's almost in that middle line. 60 car down on the bottom line trying to get by. This 89 car, remember, he did not pit, so he's on a little bit older tires. Dana Grover on a little bit older tires and now starting to pay the price. He's now back to the 10th position. Tim Lansbury in the 82 working on the backside. Jim Willis here in the 53 car down on the bottom side of that 48. Now getting by the 30 car. 53 starting to move up. He's in the 14th position. Just behind Chris Hughes and Christian Wilson. Battle of the Chris's. The 30 and the 7th side by side. Mustang versus Camaro. Like the Mustang going to win out here so far. Look at this. Jim Willis now battling the 94 car side by side. Jim Willis to the inside, gets by the 94. Franco Alvarez, he wants a piece of the lead here. Got caught up in an incident at the beginning of the race and works his way back to the front, side by side with Jesus Iglesias. Alvarez might have led that lap. Iglesias on the inside, battling back. Now, I feel like whenever I'm pushing my stuff on the inside line here at this track, I'm really using those tires up. So keep your eye on the 22 car. He's done a great job of using this bottom line to his advantage. Inch and ahead of Franco Alvarez. It looks like Iglesias led that lap. Alvarez battling back on the outside. Iglesias in the gas, deep into the turn. Alvarez doing the crossover move down to the inside. Oh, man, Alvarez maybe losing a little bit of control of his car. Archivieta in this mix. Ed Palumbo in this mix. 24 car now inching up there. Five-way battle here for the lead. .22 car holding on to that lead. He is showing a lot of muscle here tonight at Orange Crush sponsor machine. For this, Dan Richter taking over the 6th position, getting by the 68 car. Dan Richter, he is one of those guys with that late race run, man. I'll tell you, keep your eye on this 68 car. Excuse me, 65 car. Marizon to the inside of Givaldo. See Craig Marizon down on the bottom line. Givaldo up on the outside line. Well, Dana Grover there in the grass a little bit as the 30 car goes to the outside. 53 making some moves. He's getting by. He's getting a 2-for-1 there. He got by the 26. Now gets by the 68 car. 30 car climb on the outside of the 26. Oh, the 68 into the wall. Givaldo makes contact. It's the 8. Oh, more contact for the 68 car. 68 car beating the snot out of the wall. That 68 car smacking the wall about 3 times. Coming off through turn 4 and off turn 4, and he hits it again. Coming off turn 2. Look at this, 3 wide here is Dan Richter. He's watching this action. Archivieta got down low on the track. It was 3 wide. As now Dan Richter inches his way through. We got a yellow flag here. '83 car is the leader. Take a look and see what happened. Take a look here as the 22 and the 82 side by side coming off the turn, and kind of a bad view of that, but it looked like maybe that 22. Oh man! The 22 might have come up the track a little bit. See what maybe Preston Hassel saw. This a little bit far back. Ron Stanley had a pretty good view of that. Looked like the 22 might have gotten up the track. Look at this, we'll take a look. And Lansbury, man, I'll tell you what, he took a hard lick. Board here with Tim Lansbury. He gets turned. Oh, man, and on his lid. He might even go over a second time. So look like, take a look at Dan Richter's view of this. Right here, it looked like the 22 got up into the 82. And then those guys smacking that inside wall, and Lansbury hits it again. So going back to live here.
Pit road will be open this time for lead lap cars.
Lucas Sifter staying out. So Sifter leading some laps here. Take a look at that battle off pit lane. A little bit of a hitching going on in that second feed there. It's not on on the computer. It's actually through the NDI feed for some reason. Not sure why that's happening, so I have to kind of figure that out. Try to figure out what's going on with that. But nonetheless, we got that feature for you. Might have to go back to my old laptop on that one. So the 21 car, our school bus painted scheme, is our leader of our Canadian drivers.
Pit road will be open this time.
So it looks like Simpher is staying out, maybe? I don't know, man. I can't imagine that happening. Can't imagine that happening. Let's take a look. King of the Ovals coming up tomorrow night. We'll be at Phoenix in the stock cars for race number 11 of a 14-race series. 7 tracks, 14 races, alternating weeks, alternating mods. And that is stock car week at Phoenix. Next week we'll be in the Indy cars at Phoenix, and then we'll have 2 races to go at Indy. So 4 races to go in this series. King of the Ovals coming up at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow in the stock cars at Phoenix. Go ahead, Gilmar Peixoto joining us in here in the chat. Good to see Gilmar. We need to see Gilmar back on the track, man. Get your car painted up and get you back in this series. We'd love to see you back out. It's been a while for Gilmar. See the 21 car coming down pit lane. Definitely good to see Gilmar out in the chat session.
It'll be 1 to go this time, bud.
Chachalowski is going to get the wave around. So he's coming all the way around. Maybe gamble a little bit here with the tire situation. So we'll pop Gilmar up here just to get him some air time. So you see the 94 car coming around. All right, 83, Franco Alvarez starts on the inside. At 54, Ed Palumbo starts on the outside. 24, Sean Jacobs starts on the inside in third. 60 car starts on the outside line. That 60 car, man, I'll tell you, continue to move that car up front. Watch Craig Berzon. Pace car coming off the track. We're going green next time here. 49, starting lap 49. So almost halfway through.
Go.
Here we go, back to green. So the 83, Franco Alvarez to the lead. The 24, Sean Jacobs now in second. Ed Palumbo's dropped back to that fourth position. Berzon in fifth. See John Stanley running in the sixth position. Stanley's worked his way back up here up front after taking a hit early on. John Stanley in that 12 car, not camping tonight. Coming out here and racing with us. Might be done camping for the season, I don't know. And look at this, Preston Hassel, the 27 car, got that new paint scheme out. Franco Alvarez did that paint scheme and did a great job on it. AMD Ryzen sponsored scheme. He's now back up to the 7th position. Thiago Gomez in the 26 car having a good battle with the 82, side by side. Skyline Chile Ford Mustang and the Napa Battery sponsor Toyota on the outside line. Oh, John Stanley might have made contact with the wall. John Stanley got up into the wall, I think. He really came across the track. Stanley, hard contact. Now off the pace there a little bit. Oh, the 27 and the 65 get together. 7 car got to be careful. He got a caution flag under his belt. Another one will have to retire. Looks like the 65 car gives him a little bit of room. Dan Richter in the 65. Chris Hughes in that 7 car. 8th and 9th. Dan Richter in the 65. Chris Hughes looking on the bottom side. Got that BTFU. Only Boiler fans know what that is, huh? Purdue Boilermaker. It looks like the 65 car goes to the outside line there to evade. There was a little bit of a checkup. Little checkup there going on. Take a look and see what happened. John Stanley checks up, I believe. See the 27 car goes to the outside, and oh man, he almost got into the 65. A little bit of a checkup there. Almost got into that 65 car. 65 did a great job of avoiding that. Here on board with Dan Richter. Watch this. See a little checkup right there. John Stanley comes back up the track. Oh boy! These guys could have shook each other's hands on that one. 65 did a great job of getting out of the throttle. Back up here with the race lead is the 83.
Yellow.
We got another yellow flag, and it actually looks like John Stanley might be involved. These guys, I feel like about 10 laps in, these guys just feel like they're going to be aggressive. Let's take a look and see what happened here with John Stanley. He was definitely involved. John Stanley getting up the track. He almost got into that 65 before and now gets into him, and the 82 and the 30 both get involved. Take a look at this again. It's John Stanley. See right here, he's going to get up the track. Climbs up the track here a little bit, gets into the 65 car, and then spins. The 82 has nowhere to go. The 82 right in the back. The 30 and the 56 both plow into the back of John Stanley. Tim Lansbury's machine. You see right there, it just had nowhere to go. I'm going to take a look at that, a little bit more of a slow-mo look right here. It looks like John Stanley came up the track there a little bit and got into that 65. And then more melee. So there's a lot of pretty aggressive drive. I wouldn't say aggressive driving, but maybe overdriving just a little bit on some of these guys. But driving in traffic can be a little difficult. So Franco Alvarez is the leader. Sean Jacobs second, Ed Palumbo third, Vieira fourth, Marzon is in fifth. I got a question whether some of these guys are going to come down pit lane.
Pit road will be open this time for lead lap cars.
'53 Black Rifle Coffee Company sponsor machine. He's going to be coming down pit lane. Looks like he is making a pit stop. So we got a lot of guys making pit stops here to take some fresh tires. Alvarez stays out. Very interesting there for him. A lot of guys maybe taking the two tires here as you see Franco Alvarez back out on track, or staying out on track. As the 53 finishing up his pit stop. Oh, we got a melee on pit lane. What the heck happened there? 53 avoiding some spinning cars, so we had a melee happen on pit lane. And some guys in the grass, I think. Might have been Dana Grover. Take a look here. Dana Grover. Oh, right there was contact. He tried to come over. The 26 coming out of his pit box. Just bad timing, and Dana Grover now backwards. Is he going to pit his car backwards? I don't think it is. I've seen that happen in NASCAR, but look, see the 47 tried to come into his pit stall. The 26 was exiting. 47 does a good job of really kind of staying out of the 26's way. And then 89 coming in, and just some shenanigans right there. Gomez, poor guy, man, he just wanted to get out of his pit stall. You're on board with Gomez, and then 89 comes across the front of him, and he's backwards on pit lane. So shenanigans on pit lane. Tough when you're sort of all pitting at once. You get a big field. So Franco Alvarez has stayed out in this Tire Pro sponsor machine. He's on a little bit older tires here. 68, Givaldo Spindola in second, Simpner third. Jesus Iglesias is fourth, and Palumbo fifth. Well, we have not had a green flag pit stop here, guys. You know, they get about 10, 15 laps in, and they decide they want to crash. 60 laps in, 40 to go. And Givaldo coming down pit lane. Maybe he says, hey, I don't want to start up front here. I want to start in the back. Maybe it's a little bit safer back there for now. So we're getting the one to go. Alvarez is taking that inside line. Look who's up front there. Lucas Sinfner in second. Jesus Iglesias back up front in the 22 car. 54, Ed Palumbo is in fourth. Sean Jacobs in fifth. So we're going to bunch these cars back up, and that always worries me on a night like tonight. So we see this is the fourth caution flag. Might be third. I've lost track, actually. So Alvarez and the Tire Pro sponsor machine is on older tires. He will lead the field to take the green flag as the pace car coming in. We start lap 62. Ready to go back green this time.
Green flag, go, go, go.
As the 21 jumps ahead, it gets a good restart. So Lucas Sinfner to the front. Ed Palumbo in the 54 up on the outside line. He's going to get by Jesus, and now he's challenging the 83 car. Ed Palumbo to the inside here through the tri-oval. Tight racing here with the 54 and the 83. The 54 car on a mission. He gets around the 83 car, but remember there's the 83 on older tires. Yellow flag. My gosh, man. It looked like maybe Dennis Yudichin might have been involved. Bunch these cars back up, and that's what happens. Something happened there as these guys got together. That was, and then Yudichin comes around. We heard early on, I see Yudichin goes to the outside. He's sideways there. This is on that restart, and then 47 car up the track. I don't know if this car was loose or what, but it looks like he's having a little bit of control issues there. It looks all right. Oh, he's smacking the wall. Gets into the 65. 65 does a great job of staying in the gas and getting through the grass there. So it looked like Yudichin had just gotten into the outside wall. Yudichin right here just runs out of room in the tri-oval area and then comes across the track and gets into the 65 car. back under caution. Keep doing this. We'll be green-white checker territory. Let's take a look at this schedule here in the Buschwackers series. Next week we'll be at Dover. Tough on tires, 130 laps, the Monster Mile, followed by Kentucky on November the 11th. That is Memorial Day. Veterans Day. And in Nazareth Speedway coming up on 18 November. New track on the schedule. New track here at High Octane Racing League. It's going to be a fun one. We'll stay in Pennsylvania for Pocono on November the 25th. In the back half of that season, see Indy, Homestead, Chicagoland, Daytona with the Frosty 200, an 80-lap race on December the 23rd. Might be doing some prizes on that one. And then Martinsville Speedway to finish out the season on December the 30th. So that's the season coming up, or the tracks coming up this season. Christian Wilson has retired his machine. Maybe he's had enough. Lucas Simpner, the leader. Ed Palumbo is second. Franco Alvarez third. Jesus Iglesias is fourth.
Road will be open this time.
Lucas still out there on those older tires. In the 21 car, so interesting strategy here. I think he has obviously given up the the fuel safe strategy. That's out the window. Don't forget, we got a special event coming up on November the 5th. GT3 LMP2 multi-class event, High Octane Racing League, Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. Charity event at Sebring. Racing will be on Saturday at 1 p.m. on November the 5th, all for charity. Discord link on the banner. And, of course, you can join High Octane Racing League Discord. We'd love for you to come out and race with us. I have already a lot of drivers in those LMPs, so interesting multi-class event, all to help the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network hospitals out. It'll be broadcast live right here on TurnLeftTV on November the 5th. And I think Will Dunbar will actually be streaming from his driver's seat on that afternoon.
It'll be one to go this time by.
Okay, getting to one to go. Looks like Ed Palumbo's going to start on the outside line as Simpler's chosen that inside line. Alvarez starts in third. Iglesias starts fourth. And when we go back green, we'll be on lap 69. Hassel, Jacobs, 6th and 7th. Gomez, Marizan, 8th and 9th. Lansbury shown in 10th. And Salvis, in his first race out, in his 48 car, shown in P11. So I'll start on the inside. Art Duvier's had a pretty quiet night here. He's gotten the car up front, but he's been able to avoid a lot of the mess, and he's shown in the 5th position. So here we go. Same song, same dance. Back to green.
Green flag, go, go, go.
That's 54 car did not get a very good start. Holds up that outside line there. Did not get a good start there. I think he spun the tires. He's off the pace a little bit. Jeff Palumbo tucks in, but he is in the 4th position. And look at this. Artur Vieta is in 3rd. Now pushing the issue. Sinfter on the outside line. Alvarez has gotten by him. Vieta now in the 2nd position. He's gotten by Sinfter. And Palumbo in the grass a little bit. Trying to get through. Preston Hassel now back up to the 5th position. Thiago Gomez in the 26 is 6th. They are side by side here for the race lead. The 4 and the 83. Artur Vieta now to the race lead in that 4th car. And Palumbo following him through. Alvarez tucks in, now back to the 3rd position. 30 laps to go. As Artur Vieta the leader. Ed Palumbo in 2nd. Palumbo to the outside. He is pushing that issue on that outside line. There might be a little contact there. Alvarez to the inside. He's going to try to steal that spot back. As Ed Palumbo went to the outside and now loses that spot. These guys really pushing it, man. They're cutting the course there just a little bit on that inside, that tri-oval. 48 car now up to the 6th position. Sinfter going backwards. Alvarez and Palumbo getting after it, man. There might have been some contact there. The contact between the 83 and the 54. Those guys getting after it here. As now the 83 tucks in. Ed Palumbo did not want to give up that spot. Take a look at this as Ed Palumbo went to the bottom side. Alvarez running it down there. And there was contact between the 54 and the 83. Going back to live here as the 83 now in 3rd. Preston Hassel in the 27 car. Running in the 4th position. It looks like Marizon and the 94 get together there. Marizon's involved. Guess these guys didn't want to race under green. Take a look here as the 22 car and the 24. 24 gets into the back of the 22 car. And then, man, what a mess there. Take a look here as Jesus Iglesias. See right here coming off the turn. He cuts down there. He gets in front of the 24 car. Through the tri-oval, looking on the back on the bottom side of the 48 car, and then the 24 gets into the back of him. And it collects a bunch of cars. See what happened here to Lansbury. He gets caught up in this. And then all heck breaks loose. Parking lot right there. These guys honestly are better race car drivers than this, and what they're showing tonight, that's for sure. Board here with Sean Jacobs. A little bit of a checkup. And gets into the back of the 22 car. Right here. Gets into the back of the 22. Sean Jacobs, the race leader. That 24 car. Dana Grover in second, Vieta third.
Pit road will be open this time.
So Dana Grover, how about this? That 89 car in second. How about Vieta? He's running in third. Alvarez in fourth. Vinicius in the fifth position in his first race out.
It'll be one to go this time by.
So we're getting to one to go. Now Jacobs in the 24 car going to stay out on older tires. 89 on the outside line. Starts in second. The 4 car starts in the third position. The 83 starts in fourth. Paulo Chachalowski in here rooting on Vinicius from the Dobra Cup. Hey, wait a minute. I'm in the Dobra Cup. What? You not cheering for me, Paulo? I mean, come on. Back to green. Sorry to see Paulo retire from the race. Not a good sign here on this first race of the season. Hopefully not a portrait of things to come here with the aggressiveness. We already got shenanigans happening. 65 car off the pace. It looks like Dan Richter off the pace. There was some shenanigans there. It went on in that restart. Richter had to take some evasive action, I think. See what happened here on this restart. Dan Richter, something happened there as take a look here. It looked like the 54 might have come down and got into the 65 car. Man, 65 did a great job of holding on to that. My heavens, everybody did a great job of missing that. Back to live up here. Sean Jacobs, the leader, but Archivietta's in second. And Salves is in the third position. Salves doing a little blocking there on the inside. Not a wise idea to be blocking. This 82 lap, or on lap 82, a little bit of time to go. Jacobs on the outside line. Looks like Archivietta down to the inside line. 48 on the inside line. Sean Jacobs. And we got a yellow flag. What the heck, man? Take a look and see what happened here. It's like Givaldo and the 68 car get together. I mean, Givaldo and the 60. We're going up the track there. Givaldo getting into the 60. And then putting him in the wall. Yeah, very tough to deal with traffic in the tri-oval area. I think Simpner might have gotten caught up in that as well. See Simpner's view. He's going to get taken out, I believe, too. And right there, the contact, and then coming back down across the track, Simpner hits him, and he spins. And then the 53 gets into him. He has nowhere to go. So it looks like Archivietta, the leader, got that car where he wants it. How about Vinicius? Hopefully I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Paulo's going to let me know. Vinicius?
Pit road will be open this time for lead lap cars. Pit road will be open this time.
Now Vieta is Vieta's been very fast here and patient. He's gotten the car up front, and he's been really patient. He's kept the car out of trouble here tonight as well. And, you know, how about de Gonçalves in his first race out? He's now in P2. Sean Jacobs on a little bit older tires, shown in third. Franco Alvarez is fourth. Hassel fifth. Dana Grover in sixth. Dana Grover in that 89 has kept his car up front all night long, so keep your eye on this Trax VR sponsor machine. This would be a huge win for Dana and that Trax VR crew. And he's going to start on the outside line on this restart. I have absolutely zero confidence that this is going to stay green at this point. So the 4 car on the inside. It's at 48 up on the outside line. The 48 showing a lot of raciness there. I tell you what, he's got a strong car. You know, I think Jacobs may have a little bit older tires on this deal. You know, I've sort of lost track on the tire situation, but so lights are out on the pace car, and we're going to go green this time by. Good mix of Chevys and Fords up front. We got a little Toyota action there in the 6th position. A couple cars out of the race. So we got 4 cars out of the race. Chachalowski, Wilson, Udichin, and Brown all out of the race. Brown had a connection issue. Here we go, back to green.
Go, go, go.
Gonzalez keeping Vieira honest there. Now in the grass. Preston Hassel at 27 gets in the grass there through the tri-oval. 24 pushing that 4 car to the front. 4 car going up on the high side. Oh, there's contact there.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Hey, I won the lottery on that one. I had zero confidence it's going to stay green. And it didn't. Sean Jacobs now to the lead as he's gotten around the 4 car. Take a look and see what happened here. Looked like John Stanley might have come down over onto the 56 car. And these guys just, what a wreck. God. Stanley there thought he might have been been able to get down to that inside, and Lansbury gets caught up in that. Lansbury has been, or Tim, he has been caught up in a lot of these incidents tonight. You see right there is the 12 car trying to inch him down the bottom side, and nowhere to go for the 82. Looks like the 12 car has to retire his machine. That was the second caution flag.
Pit road will be open this time for lead lap cars.
So the 24, Sean Jacobs, and at Vulcan, Cal U, Vulcan-sponsored Camaro in P1. Art Vieira is in that 4 car in the second position.
Pit road will be open this time.
Now here we're going to go back green, I think on lap, to start lap 95. I think we'll get the one to go this time by. And, now you're looking at a situation where you've got two really fast cars. Sean Jacobs has been able to get this car back up front here. He's worked really hard getting this Vulcan sponsored machine back up front. Arjun Vieta's going to start on the outside line this time. And he has been fast, but he's got a friend there behind him in Vinicius Gonçalves in a 48 car. Going to work on that outside line, so I would hold that those guys probably will work together. I know they race in another league together in the Dober Series, in Paulo's league. So probably a little bit of communication there with those guys. And in that same vein, let's take a look at the 27 car. It's going to start on the inside line behind Sean Jacobs, and those guys have raced a lot of laps together too. So this is going to be an interesting battle here on this next restart. And again, let me officially say that I have no confidence that this is going to end under green. As Jacobs decides to take the inside line. So Jacobs to the inside as the 4 car will start on the outside line. Preston Hassel starts third. 48 starts on the outside line in P4. Franco Alvarez starts in the 5th position. Jesus Iglesias has gotten that car back up to 6th. Now Alvarez trying to warm those tires up for a good restart. Grover starts in P7 in the 89 to 56. Gordon Carter starts in the 8th position up on the outside line. Sean Jacobs will lead the field to take the green flag here to start lap 95.
Green flag, green flag.
Here we go, back to green. And it looks like that inside line moving a little bit there as the 24 clears the 4. Alvarez to the inside. Is he going to go with the 27 here? The 27 to the high line as Alvarez goes down to the bottom line. Sean Jacobs to the outside, to the inside, blocking that 83 car. The 83 might be on a little bit fresher tires here. He sneaks ahead of the 27 car. They're 3 wide coming off the turn through the trioval. That ain't going to work. That is not going to work, and there you go. The caution flag. Why would you go 3 wide through the trioval? And it looks like Iglesias Richter might have been involved. Richter might have just gotten caught up in that. As Sean Jacobs takes the flag here. So take a look here. Is to the outside, the 4 and the 22 get into the 27 car. And Tim Lansbury involved again. My God, man. Tim Lansbury, poor guy. Going to go back here and look a little bit earlier. There's contact there. As now you got Iglesias going to the inside of the 27. The 4 car goes to the outside line. These guys just trying to go 3 wide on Preston Hassel. And Hassel has no choice. You get right here as there's a little bit of contact right there with the 4 and the 22. And then a bunch of contact there as poor Lansbury, he got caught up in this as well. Poor Tim Lansbury, just a victim of circumstance here. You take a look. His 65 checks up as well.
Pit road will be open this time. Release that car. Pit road will be open this time.
So I don't think you're going to see too many people coming down pit lane unless you're in the back of the field. Alvarez pretty fast here up front now in the going to start the second position. And if I were Sean Jacobs on this green-white checker, I'd be a little bit worried here because Alvarez is good on restarts. Sorry about the silence there, dealing with a little bit of administrative duties, as you might imagine. So we are doing a green-white checker here. Preston Hassel starts in that third position. Art Vieta starts fourth. And it does look like the 24 will elect to take the bottom line. The 83 up on the outside line. Again, we're in that same scenario where you've got, I know the 83 and Vieta are going to work together. Vieta in the 4 car. 27 and the 24 probably going to work together. The 26 up on the outside line, Thiago Gomez. He's going to start in the 6th position. That Napa battery sponsor machine. That Toyota. We got a couple Toyotas there running in P5, P6. Dana Grover running in the 5th position. That Trax VR sponsor machine. I said a little bit earlier to keep your eyes open for this guy. I think it's a matter of time before you see that crew get a win. So green-white checker here. All right, the 24 starts on the inside. He's going to have to fend off the 83.
Green flag, go, go, go.
And 83 gets a good jump. Great jump there by that 83 car. 24 is going to have to play a little bit of work, do a little bit of work here. Alvarez to the inside. Jacobs over the outside line with that 27 car. The 27 bails on him, though. 27 bails on the 24. He had a little bit of a run. Franco Alvarez now inching ahead as they're wrecking behind. They hold on to it. Grover off the pace. He got involved in something. Now racing it out here is Franco Alvarez trying to break the draft of the 27 car. Ed Palumbo with the 54 inching ahead of the 27. Franco Alvarez, last season's champion, is going to come away with the race victory here at Texas. And we got a parking lot here. Everybody decides, hey, I haven't wrecked enough tonight. Let's just wreck some more. So Franco Alvarez gets the win. Well, Palumbo almost, he needed a couple more laps. Almost had him. So congratulations to Franco Alvarez on getting the win here at Texas. I had a feeling. He's been good on restarts, and I just had a feeling that was going to work out in his favor. So Franco Alvarez getting the win here at Texas, messy Texas. We left parts all over this track tonight. My gosh, man. take a look at the session results. Franco Alvarez gets the win. Ed Palumbo finishes in second. What a heck of a run there. Preston Hassel finishes third. Gordon Carter fourth. Good run for Gordon Carter here. Vinicius Gonçalves in his first race out in that 48 car finishes fifth. Lucas Simpner finishes in the sixth position. Sean Jacobs seventh. Thiago Gomez finishes in the 8th position, that top Toyota in the field. Jesus Iglesias finishes in 9th. Artur Vieira, good top 10 finish for him. Jim Willis finishes in the 11th position. Craig Marizon 12th. Dana Grover in the 89 finishes in the 13th position. Dan Richter 14th. Tim Lansbury finishes in the 15th position. Finishing in 16th is Chris Hughes in the 7 car. Givaldo Spindola in the 17 finishes in 17th. In the 68 car, finishes in the 17th position. John Stanley, the top car out of the race, finishes in the 18th position. Chachalowski 19th. Christian Wilson finishes in the 20th position. In 21st is Dennis Udichin in the 47 car. Paul Brown finishes in the 22nd position. He had a connection issue. So a great job to Franco Alvarez. I would say not a very good picture there for the race winner. Let's see if we can't get a little bit better one. Somewhat better. There we go. We'll see if we can't get Franco Alvarez up here in the booth with us to have a chat on his victory. Oh, Franco Alvarez joining us up here in the booth, and man, that was a nasty, dirty race there. But you got the car up front at the end and got a great restart. Congratulations. Hold on 1 second. All right, let's try that again. Go ahead, man.
Hey, good night. Did you hear me?
I hear you. Sorry, I had TeamSpeak muted.
I wanted to say thank you for the broadcast and everything, and thank you for the guys watching the race. And what a race!
Well, man, we had a pretty decent little green flag run about a third of the way through the race, but other than that, I mean, it just seems like guys were taking some, a lot of chances there throughout the race and getting themselves in a mess. And talk about your feelings on that. A lot of caution flags tonight.
From my point of view, I saw a lot of people driving really aggressive, unnecessary.
Yeah, I also saw, it seemed like to me through the tri-oval area there was a lot of aggressiveness as well.
Not only at the tri-oval, people were defending extremely aggressive, more than you need in my opinion. They were extremely aggressive all over the place. And yeah, the aggressive level never comes down. This 1.5 mile track, it seems.
Well, early in the race, it looked like you and Preston Hassel racing for position, and maybe a little aggressiveness there. Maybe Preston just sort of misjudged, whether you were there or not. What was your feeling, once you got into that scrape early in the race about your chances of maybe being able to recover and even having a chance to win the race?
Well, I was really concerned because, first of all, I thought it was my fault. But then when I saw the penalty to him, I was calm because I knew it wasn't my fault. But I think. And yeah, I was concerned because it was really difficult to pass this track. You could see it at the end. It was really difficult to pass. And I went from 19 or 20 to 6 in the green flag run, so I could recover a lot there, but still. It was a shame to be involved in an accident with Preston, one of the cleanest guys on the track, so yeah, what a shame.
You seem to have a secret there as far as restarts. And I don't know if you want to divulge any of that secret, but it seems like you shoot out there like a rocket.
Yeah, the traction. I had a really good traction at the restarts. I was using the right gear and the right amount of accelerator in the restart. And I had really good tires because we have a lot of yellow flag laps. So my tires were kinda new and I have a lot of traction. Like my car was a rocket ship at the restarts. Yeah.
Well, next week you have the Monster Mile coming up. That's Dover International, 130 laps there, and that's going to be really tough on tires. And, it can get quite loose late in the runs, too. How do you feel about that track, a high-banked 1 mile oval?
Well, to be honest, I never drove at Dover still, so I can't say anything about the track. The same for Texas today. It wasn't my first race today here. But yeah, I like the car when it's loose. I prefer it way better than a tight car. So I am looking forward to it. And Dover, it seems a really good track. I wanted to say thank you for my team to bring a really fast Chevy Camaro Tire Pros. And yeah, looking forward for next week to have some fun. And hopefully with less cautions.
It's good that I wasn't out on the track here tonight. I'd have to beat you 2 nights in a row this week. So I guess it was a good thing I wasn't in the race tonight.
Well, everybody needs to know here that you are better than me. So I am really glad you were not on the track today. So.
Hey, congratulations on the victory, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you really soon. I want to say also thank you so much for your work here at High Octane Racing League and painting some cars for these guys. They look fantastic, and you do a great job, and we really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure. It's actually a pleasure. If I can do more, I will do more, of course.
Well, good luck next week at Dover, and I would suggest you get a lot of laps in there. That's a tough track.
Thank you. I will do it, and I hope I can use my new car with my new stickers on it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I got to update the car set. I got to work.
Let's go. Thank you, guys.
All right, man. Good job. That's Franco Alvarez up here at the booth with us, and gets the win here at a messy race at Texas. Very sort of disgruntled over how many caution flags we had. There was some good racing there intermittently, but guys just seemed like to be a little aggressive. You heard Franco Alvarez and his assessment. He was out there at the track level, and his opinion too was there was a lot of aggressive driving. It was on the radio there with some of the admin too, and they thought the same thing. Just quite a bit of over-aggressive driving here tonight. So hopefully we'll have that. Tracks I think like this that are easy to drive lend themselves to a little bit more of aggressiveness out of the drivers. Next week, Dover, not an easy track to drive, and hopefully we'll see a really low caution, maybe even a caution-free race. But don't forget, tomorrow we got another race coming up for you, and this will be a stock car race in the King of the Ovals series. We're going to be at Phoenix. That's a fun track, man. It's race number 11 of a 14-race series. 7 tracks, 14 races. We're alternating mods, and we have 7 tracks here. We're going to first of 2 races at Phoenix. Next week we'll be in the IndyCars here at Phoenix. So and then we'll finish out the season at Indy for 2 races. Finish out the season on that last race in the IndyCars at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, or how about hosting your own website or your online store, VPS hosting and shared web hosting also available at EliteHostingUSA.com. Elite Hosting, who hosts our website here at HighOctaneRacing.net and our servers. So come on over and visit us at HighOctaneRacing.net. You get a quick link to join us on Discord. Also get updates on point standings and championship screenshots and winner screenshots. Quick link to the broadcast as well. And if you'd like to get a hold of us, again, there's a quick link there on our Discord, or to our Discord channel. Well, I want to say thanks so much for coming in. Man, that was a tough one, boy. I think I need a drink. Might have to have a beer here in just a few minutes. I know it's a little bit late, but I need it. It's 11:16 right now in Indiana, and I think I need it. I'm a year older, man. It was my birthday. Was it last week? It was my birthday, so I'm a year older here. So I think I'm old enough to have a beer. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. Visiting TurnLeftTV. Share my videos with all your friends, and don't forget that thumbs up button. And please ask folks to come out and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate that. Thanks to Givaldo, Jesus, Trax VR, Paulo Chachalowski, Paul Brown, Gilmar coming in here, Fireball Flash. I think I got everybody in. So thanks for coming in and chat session. Appreciate you being here tonight. That's going to do it for us tonight. And I think I'm going to get out of here and go see some of my friends. I'm out of here, boys and girls.